Watch this video if you may, and correct me if I'm wrong. Today I'd like to talk about the drugs which are mass consumed but doesn't hold accountable for the harms that people experiencing but couldn't understand. Why are they having it? Just a quick heads up. I'm aware that you might self-righteously say, these are not the cause of my problem. I used to do these things and function just okay. There has to be something else, and you may be right, but even so, cutting down on those might help you to ease you, and help you to find your problem. So even if they aren't the cause, they might be muddying the water, and making it harder for you to find your real problem. Let's dive in. I don't need to tell you how bad alcohol and hard drugs are. Today I want to draw attention to less talked about drugs, which also can have the same effects as those drugs, like depression and anxiety, if you consume them constantly, and also can make you addicted. First one is sugar and caffeine. Processed sugar is, as the name suggests, a legal stimulant. Like cocaine, it may make you anxious. If you have a hard time quitting, try to replace it with fruit sugar, fructose. At first, caffeine is also a stimulant. It has the same effect. And remember that chocolate and soda also contain a lot of caffeine. Second one is cannabis, the hidden danger that no one talks about. You may have heard or seen some articles about marijuana being harmless and less harmful than beer. Also, these articles talk about the benefits of marijuana. But let me tell you one harmful side of marijuana. It can cause psychosis. Nobody talks about these things, but it's true. Marijuana can make you anxious and you really don't want that. What's the need? I know, if your favorite artists smoke, celebrities smoke, and everyone does it, you say it can't be bad. But it's not like that. No one really knows what those guys are going through, and those people always seem happy and advertisable to you, because that's their job. You may say that the Beatles smoked it too, but let me tell you this first. The marijuana of the 67s and the marijuana of today are very different. In other words, smoking today's joints does not make you a man of the 60s, because now you are smoking chemically developed products. I know, you can't be really cool if you don't smoke. And what will your potential partner think if you say, I don't smoke marijuana, I stopped smoking? It doesn't sound cool at all, and I know you feel like you're left alone. But believe me, my friends, there are a lot of beautiful, both in external and internal terms, cultured people out there who do not smoke marijuana, and the fact that you do not smoke marijuana does not make you fall in their eyes. On the contrary, they will like you even more. Do you seriously want to spend your life smoking marijuana? Do you really want the laziness and haziness that comes with it? And worst of all, do you really want the anxiety that may come with it? It is not something that can't be dealt with, but do you need that struggle in your life? Why have a struggle with mental health, whereas you can struggle to make a better world? It will definitely give you more joy than weed. I know sometimes you feel like you have to smoke it in order to be cool, although it doesn't make you have any fun. You force yourself to smoke it even though it is making you kinda paranoid. It was like that for me. It almost always lowered my mood when I smoke it. Yet I continued to smoke and I wish I hadn't. Eventually, I had to quit by force. I say I'm glad I did, but at the same time, I didn't have a chance of not quitting anyway. Even if you haven't smoked yet, you don't have to try every single thing. Came to life once and try everything. Some things you try can be permanent. You never have the chance to go back in time and not try, or do it. Remember this with all the drugs, even if they don't cause physical damage, they may cause mental damage even in the first time you do it. So if you do it even only once, and it affects you badly, you will not have the chance to go back and not do it. That doesn't mean everything's finished and you'll never be healthy again. But what is the need to have that struggle when you don't need to in the first place? If you're having that struggle now, I believe in you. You can do it. You can quit those drugs and heal yourself. Look at neuroplasticity. Your brain is healing itself. But again, for those who aren't in that struggle, it is not worth the struggle you will spend for years for 1-2 hours of pleasure. You already know that it's not worth it. You do the research, look, you'll to discover the potential harms of marijuana.